be private, and I will not be surprised, and I don't think you will be either, if somewhere mid-season there's a big turning point for the Lakers and Frank Vogel is demoted and Jason Kidd is elevated to head coach. Well, that's my gut feeling.
And I don't know if Frank Vogel don't have anything against him, but he should have never been the head coach.
Okay, well, I agree with you.
Should have gave him Ty Lue.
Okay, so is it possible that they, I don't know, this would be unprecedented, but what if Frank Vogel stays on the staff and is demoted to an assistant? Is that possible?
He wouldn't do that.
He probably wouldn't, but you never know. So I'm going to predict Jason Kidd will become the head coach at some point. Lionel Hollins, I have high regard for, but he's a little older school, maybe too old school for LeBron, but Jason Kidd is more contemporary, and I think that's got potential. So then right out of the box, what have we always seen when LeBron goes new to Miami or back to Cleveland? It's chemistry issues. This is all brand new with new parts. You're going to throw DeMarcus in there, and you're going to throw Danny Green in there, and you're going to try to reinvent a role for Kyle Kuzma, maybe as the sixth man. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to have to experiment and find their way. You know and I know that will be a struggle for a couple of months. It might take 3 months to find your flow. What's your rhythm? What works? What are the, you know, how do you coach this team? What waves of players do you send in when? Well, it's just going to take hit and miss, and there's going to be a bunch of miss for a couple of months. That's why I don't think they can win 56 games. I
believe they can, Skip, for the simple fact. The biggest difference, and you touched on it a little bit, and I didn't bring it up in my opening, is that Boogie. Boogie's going to have an opportunity to train instead of rehab because he was rehabbing all of last year trying to get back.
I'm going to knock on wood for him.
But if Boogie can come back after having an offseason.
Just for those who have forgotten, Achilles rupture followed by quad tear. Not rupture, but he tore it.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
And I believe that will also help because on nights that LeBron takes a seat, now Boogie will play more of an offensive role. On nights that AD takes a seat, Boogie will play more of an offensive role. And I believe he will be more than capable. That's it. No setbacks. The offseason goes well. Hopefully it goes well for him. Boogie can get back. Now, Skip, I don't know if he's going to be what he was in Sacramento. I don't know if he can be what he was in New Orleans before he got ruptured that Achilles. But if he can give us consistent somewhere between 15 and 20 points a night, somewhere between 8 and 12 rebounds a night.
If you get that, you got a star. I think you got your third wheel.
Because I know what LeBron, I know what AD is going to give us. Now we just got to have those shooters on a nightly basis. Somebody steps up and gives us, you know, Danny Green or Avery Bradley.
If DeMarcus is a starter and a star for this team, that means he's going to play a lot of minutes.
No, he can't play. I mean, what's about 30?
Yeah, okay, well, that's a lot to me. That means he's going to be on the floor for 30 minutes on the defensive end, and that means you're in trouble. That means you got both LeBron and DeMarcus and who else playing defense? Kyle Kuzma doesn't play a lot of defense. So this team will be defensively challenged depending on the rotation, depending on who's on the floor. You have specialists that you didn't have last year. Although Lonzo can really play defense. So don't underestimate. You lost him for a big chunk of last year. But Danny Green can play defense. Avery Bradley can play defense. After that, I don't know. You got two specialists. Now you're going to mix and match.
AD plays D.
Okay, and AD, he can. I got you. And there's a quote in here, an anonymous quote, saying he's going to really earn his money on defense because he's going to have to. Okay, I agree. But it's hit and miss on defense, too, because you're going to have 2 or 3 guys on the floor who are not defensive-minded.
You're right.
You like that?
No, I don't particularly like that, but I think the thing is that what you have to do is Boogie's going to have to punish the guy that he's going against. If you're trying to score against Boogie, Boogie's going to have to put somebody down on the block and score against them because he's going to have to neutralize that. If you give up 15, you got to go get 15 in order to make this thing a push.
Okay. Then we get to the newest and worst term in the history of the NBA, which is load management. I do not like it.
Yo, guy.
He invented it. Number 2 invented it in San Antonio when he load managed for 73 missed games.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He was hurt with a thigh bruise. And now you've got 2 players who need some load management because, again, you covered Anthony for all those years in New Orleans. He's going to get knick-knack hurt. He's going to have a little of this and a little of that, and it's going to cost him game here, game there. It's been his history. He's had all sorts of knee issues and then elbow issues and then shoulder issues.
Bad diet.
And then a concussion and then, okay, maybe.
We cleaned it up.
Okay, maybe. I will agree. LeBron will be a tremendous influence on him and might take him to the next level, but it's going to take time for that to all kick in. And again, the history tells you two things: that LeBron in year 17 will have another minor injury that'll cost him some games, and that Anthony will have 2 minor injuries that will cost him some games, but they will be minor.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on wood. I don't even like to talk about this. I don't like it on anybody.
I don't foresee a problem because I think we're going to be ahead of this.
Okay, so you do not have now number 2 as we thought you would have to help you load manage among 3. You just have a big 2. The good news is the NBA has nothing but big 2s all across the landscape. There's no other big 3 because Golden State is no more. Unless you want to tell me Klay comes back 105%, and all of a sudden you got Steph, Klay, and Draymond that might requalify as a big 3 that once upon a time were the backbone of 73 and 9, right? So they're waiting in the wings, and we're waiting to see what happens there. But you do have 2 guys who need to mix and match their games. You're in trouble on your 56. They're not going to get there. They won't play enough. They won't be constantly, consistently healthy enough to get you to 56 wins. You need a 3rd star, and you don't have one, unless DeMarcus re-arrives.
DeMarcus or Kuz.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I just feel very comfortable with Anthony Davis being reinvigorated. He's where he wanted to be. He believes he has the best opportunity, the best chance for him to win and let people see on a grand stage just how talented he is.
Okay.
Skip, that's what he wanted. He wanted to play. He foregoed $50 million to say, you know what, guys? I want to be here. Okay. I want to be on the big stage. I want to play next to LeBron James. To have that expectation because he understands when you play with LeBron, it's all about titles. Okay. It's championship or it's nothing. And he wanted that. Couldn't think of a better place to come than to do it.
All right, I got you. So I got your Lakers as the 6th seed.
Man.
Very dangerous 6th seed, but guess who I have as either the 7 or 8 seed? Golden State that I just mentioned. And they will be the most dangerous, maybe 8 seed in the history of the Western Conference, which is now by far the dominant conference and got even more dominant through the free agent period.
Yeah, and plus, what you call him left. KD left the Western Conference.
Okay, all right, he did, but number 2 came back.
Yeah.
Okay, so to me, I could see these 2 teams coming from 6 and maybe 8 to the conference finals.
We're not getting out of the top 3. I don't know why you keep saying 6. I'm telling you.
I'm realistic. You never are.
No, you're unrealistic.
You cannot talk objectively about
I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it right now. I'm talking about it right now, Skip.
Okay.
He's only going to be able to average something like 24, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. That's all he's going to be able to give you this year.
Speaking of load management, he's going to be carrying a new load, and it's called Father Time, who's going to be sitting on his shoulder the whole time.
Shake him off.
He's heavy. He's heavy. Try to jump, and you're like, ugh, Father Time.
You remember that?
Get you up.
You remember that Taylor Swift song? Shake It Off? That's him.
I don't know Taylor Swift songs.
Oh, you're my bad.
Surprised you do.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I know. Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah, he shook off Father Time.
Okay. Well, I'm proud to say I don't know Taylor Swift.
Yeah. What about Father Time? You know him?
I know him. I fight with him every day. So here's the point. This is going to be LeBron's welcome to the West year. He got a honeymoon last year because everybody gave him a break and a pass.
They gave him no break.
Yeah, they did.
Because all you talking about, he couldn't get, here's LeBron James, he went to 8 straight finals.
That's me. The world said
no.
pass.
And everybody,
the world said honeymoon.
And everybody else was writing about how he could not get the Lakers team. He activated because you keep talking about it. Everybody else is talking about it. How he couldn't get this team to the playoff. The great LeBron James. No. He didn't have a honeymoon.
Here's the problem. Every night in the West, you walk on the floor and you say, it's the Clippers. Then you walk out the next night and you say, well, wait a minute, it's Utah.
Yeah,
and
that's what they're saying too.
It's Houston.
That's what they're saying.
And then it's Denver. And then it's Portland. And then it's the Spurs. Whew. It's just too much.
So what you think?
All those teams could get hot. One of those teams I just mentioned will get hot in April. Book it. One of those teams will get hot, and they could rise up and win the West because they're all capable of winning this West.
And guess what, Skip? And when they come up, and when they face us, they're like, oh, man, got the Lakers. Man, AD.
Okay, you know what? I will give you that.
Woo, what are we going to do tonight?
But so will LeBron be saying that.
LeBron ain't going to be saying nothing.
He's going to be saying, I need a vacation, man, because I spent my whole offseason making a movie.
No. We got 2
I'm
months.
worn out.
We got 2 months because we didn't make the playoffs. So we got a 2-month head start of the vacation.
Really?
We invigorated.
Yeah.
You see Skip at 4:55. He getting up shots in El Segundo.
I
you
don't
see
believe that.
You do what?
I don't believe it.
So he photoshopped
You
it.
can post anything you want to post.
So in other words, he gets that footage, he puts it in the can,
Yeah.
and then he releases it at a later date time.
Yeah.
Skip, you ought to be ashamed
Why
of yourself.
not? Well, it's possible.
Anything's possible.
In
That's
this
not,
era, yeah.
I don't believe it. I believe LeBron James put that time in. That's what GOATs do.
Almost time to get back to work. We should be getting that regular season schedule at the beginning of August, and we will
Spurs
find out
twice
exactly
early, and I'm good.
how many times y'all will
Yep.
play.
I'm taking the day off.
All right, much more ahead this morning, including, is Carson Wentz by far the best quarterback in the NFC East?
That's
Yes.
blasphemy.
Skip's cringing right now.
Walk it to him.
We're going to discuss that up next. Don't forget, check us out every day on the Fox Sports Channel on Sirius XM. Undisputed, we'll be right back.